Fearless Creators. I'm so excited to have with me here today the one and only Ariana Chan. I'm excited to share with you why she's the perfect person to speak to her topic at the Fearless Creator Summit this year. She's such a blessing to the Fearless Creator community, and we're so excited to hear not only the growth that has happened in her life, her business, and ministry, but the expertise that she brings as a fearless creator leader. And you're going to learn a whole lot more about her as we go through this interview. First, I'm going to share with you a little bit about her bio and what expertise and information she brings to the table. Ariana Chan is a marriage confidence coach. Her heart is to encourage and enrich the lives of the wives she meets, both in person and online. She coaches wives to restore or establish confidence in themselves so that they can build peace and create harmony in their marriage and homes. Ariana knows that we can create strong homes when we build strong communities. Ariana experienced the trials of divorce and challenges navigating as a single parent of 4 children. 5 years after her divorce, she remarried and began a new journey as a blended family of 7, later becoming 9 children. This offered more insight on the various components of marriage, life as a wife, and identity crisis. Ariana found more and more communities of women who were grateful for their husbands but still wondered where the missing link was. Where was the joy and hope that was so present in the beginning? Ariana's mission now is to help these women know that the joy and value they seek is well within arm's reach. Welcome to the Fearless Creator stage and summit, Ariana. I'm so glad to have you back and can't wait for you to share all of your insights today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Stacey. It's such an honor to be here. I'm definitely excited just to be here again for the Fearless Summit. This is just a great community that you have here. And obviously, it's gotten my attention, just how you move and the things that you do. And so I'm just looking forward to sharing and just seeing where God's going to take us with this.
So awesome. Truly just grateful that you said yes to the call and that you are such an active part of building community and seeing relationships soar. So I want you to share with us today one of the things we love to hear in your own terms, the fearless creator. What does it mean to you to be a fearless creator? Define that in your own words.
Wow. To be a fearless creator, it's so funny because when you hear that, I think often when I first heard it, I said, okay, fearless creator. That means I'm not going to fear. But I don't think it's that. To me, it means I'm going to keep going. Whatever it is that I've committed to, I'm going to see this thing through. And so to fearlessly create means that I'm going to stand charge. Whatever assignment I have, I'm going to see it come to fruition. I'm going to see myself complete that task.
Yes, yes, I love that. No matter what, you have to be so focused on seeing things through and being in it for the long haul. And that is really what makes relationships work, doesn't it? I want you to share with us, Ariana, how did you decide what it is you would fearlessly create? There's so many roles and hats that you wear and responsibilities, but being able to decide that, hey, I'm called to this to help relationships and marriages and building the confidence of those who are in these areas. How did you decide that you would focus on that and go about fearlessly creating?
Okay, so as in regards to the marriage, oh my goodness. So you might have shared earlier about that I have, I had to endure the pain of divorce at a time. And I realized as I was going through the divorce, there were so many people that I learned had been married before, like older people that I was seeking wisdom from that I never knew. So it was very hush hush, but then to understand the pains that were involved in it. So now, fast forward, God's blessed me because it's always been my heart's desire to be a wife. I just always thought it was a beautiful gift to see that relationship between a husband and a wife and how they care for the family. And as we were growing, I remarried, and my husband and I were growing together. but we see these old things maybe from our past that may try to creep in. And it's like, Lord, where do I go with this? And I talk to other women and they're like, oh, I'm tired. I think I'm done with this relationship. But they're not really in that place of wanting the divorce, but it just seems like there's no other option. And so I realized that what we really needed was a community where we could have, that sound wisdom come in and talk about this role as a wife. What can we do? How do we seek God's face so that way we can bring it back to our homes and to our husbands and start making sure that these marriages, they see the fruition and the path that God has intended for it. And so it's just been my assignment, I know, just to create these communities, communities for the women, communities for the wives, understanding we go through these things, and to not discredit what we go through, to really understand the pain and the things that we go through. I mean, there's things like a big one, infidelity, but then sometimes it's things like finances, and these are not the end alls. That there is a healing, and there is you can get to the other side, but you have to have a way and a path to get there, and a community is key, especially with women as wives. We can come together, build that community, and encourage and hold each other accountable so we can see the goodness of the marriage.
Wow, so, so invaluable. Ariana, in this moment, as you were sharing, and we speak a lot, in the weekly days and opportunities that we have to serve and be a blessing together. And I'm just so grateful for your burden and your heart for building strong marriages, because ultimately, like you said in your bio, it's going to build strong communities. They go hand in hand. And just recognizing your heart for this, I honestly see you doing retreats and other things in the future, because it's so needed in fostering that sense of community. And I love that you're bringing on this component of really helping others when we go into your topic and what it is that you will be presenting on during the summit. You're helping people to break through the ice and to confidently build community in person. And yes, now being able to do it on a global scale virtually, it's just such a blessing to see the levels and the depths of which you can reach and impact lives. And so I want you to share with us, when you decide that this is what you're going to fearlessly create. I know you did a recent event in your community and you raised funds to be able to give scholarships and helping to just build stronger community through what you do. How did you go forth in planning and really being able to fulfill the vision that you've been given? Because fearless creators listening always want to know, maybe you have a system or maybe you have a way of going forth and planning to fearlessly accomplish your goals and create the thing that you know you need to do next. So let us know what that looks like for Ariana.
All right. Thank you so much, Stacy. So, for starters, there is a framework. So, many times you'll hear when you're involved, I guess, within my community or with me, you'll always hear me talking about tea. I have this beautiful love for tea. And the reason I like tea is just it's something that can be very calming when I'm drinking it, whether it's warm or if it's cold, it can be refreshing. And so I had this acronym with it's a T framework, and that T stands for T, which is train. The E is for encourage, and A is for activate your faith. And so the way I got into building this community that I have, and for the fundraiser that you were speaking about, I realized that again the value that women and that wives that we have for the community, the ability to nurture, to grow, to assess what needs to be done, this is something that we can do and we can replicate, right? And so I came together with many women and we had a tea party. That was the first thing. It was called a Juneteenth, and it was spelled, instead of teenth, it was TEA, for teenth. And we just really got together. We did a lot of history. We talked about specifically Black history in the United States. But then we also, there was, my heart is for homeschoolers. I'm a homeschooling parent. And I wanted to do something where we could raise money for our daughters. And so specifically we're doing two scholarships for two daughters. And then we did not want to forget our sons, because again, we're talking about relationship. We're talking about community. Our focus is to focus on the young ladies, but we don't want to leave the males, the young men out. So this is for graduating homeschoolers in our community here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so we got together, and the women, they were just very generous in their donations and giving. They knew the cause, they saw the vision. I made sure we had wonderful appetizers, right? And it was just a place where we could connect. We had these great conversations. And I'll tell you this, I don't want to be too long, Stacy, but I have to tell you this. One of the things that was so wonderful was that the Juneteenth event was very diverse. It was very diverse. And I say that specifically because there is so much that we need to learn. So I said the T was part of training. We need to go in and understand what's needed and have these conversations. So I did a quick prayer, and I am wrapping up here, but I did a quick prayer, and I said, Lord, we're here to learn. We're here to be servants for you, Lord. We're here to serve one another. Don't let us take offenses as we're going through and really breaking down this knowledge that we want to unpack and unfold. We're looking for the healing to take place. So
Wow. Oh my gosh, Ariana. We're just peeling the layers off of all these components of building community and relationships that truly are vital. You haven't forgotten about any component, role, responsibility, yes, as a wife, but as a nurturer, right? The next generation, finding ways, seeing the power in really collectively having a vision and then pooling together to be able to provide resources to equip those who we're called to nurture, build, and develop, which is the family. They are the foundation of community, right? And so I love that. You didn't forget about the son, the daughters, everyone, all hands on deck, right? So definitely want you to share with us now. I think this is a perfect segue for you to share with us your freebie that you're offering. For those who are listening, they're going to be able to get that at the link below this video, as well as linked in the show notes for the podcast episode. And we want them to know not just that you're equipping them with a freebie to help them to build community in person, online, however they're called to do it, but also they're going to learn deeper from you as you present on your topic. And so let's start with the freebie, and then we're going to go into what you're going to present.
okay, so our freebie is actually it's going to be a set of cards, and they're really just conversation starters. And I did it because, again, we're going to be talking about these relationships, and there's so many different relationships that we are a part of. We're going to be a part of them. There's the familial relationship. I specifically focus on the marriage, the husband and the wife, but there's professional ones. There's mentor, there's mentee. And so these are ways that we can build our relationships with these cute cards. So I think it's a great way and a fun way to really engage in conversation, go a little bit deeper and see maybe areas that we need to work on, or maybe areas that we have and we need to share with others.
Yes, so invaluable. And definitely just want to implore everyone, don't let this opportunity pass you by as you are able to just get things started, right? Get the conversation, there are no excuses, and you're able to kickstart, I'm sure, what will be an invaluable relationship. Even when you do the mixers online, networking, and then you take on the task to do something in your community, because all of it makes a difference. So I want you to share with us with the topic that you are going to be presenting at the summit. I know that it's going to continually bless those who are in a position where they want to be able to grow and learn and build relationships. And so the title is The Power of Relationships Locally and Virtually, which is globally, to position you for exponential growth and vision. I know you have personally experienced exponential growth and vision as a result of these two things. So let us know why people should tune into that segment.
Stacy, I'm just really excited to have this conversation because I know how important it is and how valuable it is for us to really understand just the power of relationships, right? And it's just not local, it's local as well as virtually. And how we treat people in person, really, it is how we're going to treat people virtually. And there's the reverse, how we're engaging online, what we're trying to build, these virtual communities that we have. When you go and you build these relationships virtually, I met you, Stacy, and then I had the opportunity to see you in person. That was so powerful. It was such a gift. And so now I can come back to my home place and I can say, I met this wonderful person, Stacy, in Georgia, and now it's building community. So now I have a base where I am locally. We're communicating back and forth virtually, but now there's something. It's like growth, and I'll give a quick example. Like even seeds, you have a fruit, and it's great in that place, but sometimes when we can take it to another place and distribute it out, other people can experience that. So building solid relationships are going to encourage growth, and we have to be very mindful, not just in person, but also virtually, how we nurture these relationships, and that's how growth will replicate.
Yes. Oh, I just love that. Your analogies are always gold. And I should say it's like a garden filled with roses and peonies and all the beautiful things. Because, yes, that is so true. If we can all take the time to see how the gift of relationship can lead to such unimaginable blessings in our lives, and just really recognizing how it can even change the trajectory of what it is that we knew or believed we could achieve. And sometimes it's the people we speak to, the relationships that we develop that expose us and lets us see, oh, there's no limit to what it is that God can do through us as a vessel individually. And we always hear this saying that it's the people you meet, it's the books you read, and the places that you go to that will really impact not just your life but everyone connected to you, because you're so well rounded. People want to know more from you, learn from you, and learn where you've been, and it just adds so much value all around. So I want you to share with us what you've included in the Power Pack. I'm so excited, not just about your presentation and your freebie, but definitely this additional generous gift that you've included for everybody who's upgraded to the Power Pack VIP All Access Pass, and just give them an insight about this beautiful bundle that you've included.
So I have a bundle, and I'll share with you the big thing that's, I guess, dear to my heart for the bundle is the confidence ebook, and that is wonderful. There's some recipes in it, but it's really just really knowing your identity, who you are, because when you're looking to build relationships, you have to be confident in who you are. That way, when you're presenting and you're talking to somebody, you can say confidently, I can do this, or even if it's showing that vulnerability, but you have to know who you are. And I just want to see each and every person get this opportunity by getting the Prolific Bundle and then being able to utilize this ebook so that way they can build confidence, simple steps, practical steps that you can use. And then that way you can go build your relationships, pour into your relationships, and watch the growth that comes as a result.
Yes, guys, let me tell you, fearless creators, this is such a treat. And I love that you focused on one thing in this bundle, yet there are so many other things, making relationship building fun. So, from the games to the actual starters to the cards to all the different elements to help you on your journey. So, we definitely want to implore you to take advantage of that as you continue to apply what you're going to learn from Ariana through her segment. And so I just want to give you, Ariana, an opportunity to share any last words that you have for our listeners and those who are watching as well. And then let us know after you share your last words how people can connect with you further.
Thank you so much. I'm just really encouraged just having this opportunity to speak with each and every one of you. And I'm just looking forward to the community. So please make sure that you are here for our sessions. I'm here for the Fearless Summit. It's going to be such a treat. And I want to encourage you all to understand that how we treat people and our relationships that we build, our name will go places. So as we're engaging in these relationships with one person, that person that we're speaking to has the ability to share our name to globally, and it can come back to us. So just look forward to seeing you. And I definitely want to connect with you. So you can find me over on Instagram. When you go there, you'll be able to see information in regards to my website, the communities that we're building. We have a tribe that's coming here soon. So just make sure that you plug in there. And that is Tea with Ori, and that's TEAWITHORI on Instagram. Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much, Stacy.
Thank you, Ariana. And guys, make sure that you connect, and you'll see the links as well to further connect with Ariana Chun as our speaker here this year. And we're just so excited for what more is in store, knowing that sometimes it all begins with connecting with one. and thinking about the impact and the lasting difference you make when you're intentional with that one. Remember, this is our mission. This summit is to help remind you that you're incomparable. You as an individual, but also your gift is incomparable. No one can compare to you. You have a unique handprint and a unique gift that the world needs. And so building relationship is going to help you to keep bringing that forth and being able to connect with bringing what you have as a gift out into the world. And so use your gifts, be fearless and profitable. We're doing that. We're helping you to do that. And so together, we're going to continue to equip you to fearlessly create. Make sure you utilize your workbook so that you can make notes when ideas come to you and connect in our co-working or networking sessions. You're going to have ample opportunity to put to use what you've been able to learn from Ariana as you're building relationships and you're expanding your vision and expanding what more you can accomplish through your business, your ministry, and what you're gifted to bring to this world. Until next time, we'll see you again very, very soon, Fearless Creator.